Hello, my name is Owen. Today I want to do my 3 months in update review of the Kindle Paperwhite. And what I want to do for this video is provide like the stuff I'm doubling down on, or stuff that are great about the Kindle and that I really love, and also just like some features, whether or not I use them, what I use, what I don't use, and also some problems that I encountered in the last few months that I didn't initially notice the first time around. So this video should be a little bit shorter than that one, but it's really just more like of a concrete, experienced take on the Kindle, some of the issues I've been having with it, some of the things I really love about it. So jumping straight into it, I got this Kindle on Christmas Day. My first video was just a couple weeks after that, and then I've been using it consistently for almost exactly 3 months. And still my favorite part about the Kindle has to be its battery life. So I charged it up to full when I first got it, and since then I've only ever charged it up to, charged it, period, one more time. So in the 3 months, I charged it when I got it, and I charged it one other time, and I'm sitting at like 35% right now, and this will probably last me probably 2 weeks until I have to charge it again, which is outstanding to me. Like charging it 2 times and basically what will amount to like 3.5 months. I basically never have to think about is my Kindle gonna die? Am I gonna be able to read when I want to read? Because the battery life is so outstanding, and it's not for like lack of use either. I'm constantly downloading new books, downloading mangas, and using the internet on it, and it's still not like draining it faster. I don't really notice like when I'm doing a specific activity that it drains faster. The battery life is absolutely outstanding, and I love it so much. One of the issues I had on my first impressions video was like the bookmark tab was like repeated at the top, and it was like a weird glitch that I had. And I said in that video that I think that maybe if I reset it, it might fix the problem. I was right with that. So like this used to be like doubled, and at one point it was tripled, so that all these symbols were like 3 times across the screen. You could use any single one of them. It was really weird. But once I reset it, like I charged it up to full, I'm like, okay, maybe let's just see what would happen. I reset it and it fixed the glitch. So it was just a holdover from like one of the updates. And also I haven't had any updates, like automatic updates installed on this since the first like 3 or 4 I got in like the first week that I got the Kindle. Because like I said in that video, it was just like constantly randomly updating and changing the interface and changing the way everything looked, just from like, I guess the original update it was when it was in the box since I got it and stuff like that. No more of those updates have been pushed out to my knowledge. I haven't noticed it being updated. But that interface glitch has been fixed on its own, which it was bothering me, even though it wasn't that big of a deal, but it is fixed. However, that's not to say that I have not run into glitches, because of recent weeks, there has been times where my screen just completely freezes and I can't click, I can't like exit. I have to like just close the book, or close the Kindle, hit the button on the bottom, and then reopen it, and everything's be fine. And then sometimes too, it does the opposite of freezing, where it thinks I'm clicking something when I'm not. So we'll just start like doing the highlight, which is like a long press. So like start highlighting a random word, and like, no, I don't want to do that. I try to click off of it. It goes, oh, highlight? You want to add a note too? It starts typing a note. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. No, thank you. Which is really annoying. It's happening more and more often. So hopefully I didn't like bust it up somehow. I don't know if it's a common software issue, or maybe like it just got hit the wrong way. It's not every time, and I can't predict when it's going to happen, but when it does happen, it is annoying because it like takes away my rhythm a little bit, and that's not really what I want in a device like this, obviously. But at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't happen that often, and it's an easy fix when it does happen. It just takes like 15 seconds to solve. The other thing I want to talk about, the main thing, is the features that I use. So one of the surprising features that I use that I didn't think I was going to use is the dictionary feature. I had a Kindle Fire HD, and I didn't use the dictionary feature, even though that one was basically a tablet. But this one, it's so easy. So here is the Royal Apprentice book. All you gotta do is like find a word, long press it, and then it just comes up automatically with the definition right there, which is pretty neat. And then from there, you could highlight it or note it and use that stuff. But I've actually been using it consistently to like look up words like, what? I think I know what that means. I'm not sure what it means. And I long press it and the definition's right there. Obviously you have to be connected for internet to do that, but I have been using it, which is not something I've ever done when I'm reading forward, not even like looking up words I didn't understand. I was like, it's fine. I get it. I get the gist of it. But it's so easy to do that I find myself using it more. So it's kind of convenient in that way. I also I have begun highlighting like quotes and stuff that I like. However, going into the features that I don't particularly like, it has like a catalog feature, and I'll try to pull it up here. It's called Your Clippings, and it basically like has like some of the quotes that and like compiles them. However, it also, what's really annoying, it compiles like bookmarks 2. I mean, it might be reversed for you, but like, it just says like, you bookmark page 76 on February 15th at 10:13 p.m. Thanks. It's not like it's the latest bookmark either. Like, it's the same book, like, has multiple bookmarks. So like, did I forget to take bookmarks off? I don't think so. It's not like me to do that. So you're just remembering every time I stopped. Not really useful in my clippings, because then my quotes are like mixed in to these bookmark updates. Like, I don't care when I put a bookmark. That's such useless information. If it was just purely my clippings of things that I highlighted this, I think it's a cool quote, or I think it's important. If it was just clippings of that, I think it would have been a lot cooler of a feature. But because of like the added bookmarks, I just never look at my old highlights, which is unfortunate. Because a lot of the books I have to like return because they're on Libby, so I can't just go back to the book and look at the things I highlighted. But even though they are returned, like the books, I could still see the quotes that I had highlighted for now. Maybe like if I reset it, those would disappear too. I'm not quite sure about that. But regardless, because of the clippings and how messed up they are, I just don't even use that. The other thing that was interesting, that I kind of use and kind of don't use, is the Goodreads feature. So I have a Goodreads account, I have the app on my phone, and the thing that I really like about the Goodreads feature is that when I finish a book, I have the ability to instantly star rate it and type a review if I ever wanted, but it's a pain in the butt to type on this Kindle with like the frame rate. But I could instantly get my star rating, and then it'll automatically add my dates read too, which is another thing. Like in the app, I like, oh, when did I start reading this book? Because I like to have, just for like my reading goal, I like to have the month exactly down. It'll do that for me, which is very helpful, and I like being able to put my star rating from there. However, like actually going to the timeline and seeing like my friends' updates and like what they're reading, it's a pain in the butt, just because this is not a tablet for scrolling or for like social media. So it's just kind of a waste of time to actually browse Goodreads through the Kindle. But as term in like in the way of like updating like what you finished a book, what your immediate thoughts were, it's a lot more convenient that I don't have to like go to my phone and type in my star review and the dates read and stuff like that. It automatically compiles that. So that is very useful. However, I will never click the little Goodreads symbol, because it's just not a tablet for that. It's just for reading, and if you try to use social media on it, you'll have a very frustrating and slow experience, quite frankly. But it's just what you're into, right? If you're getting a Kindle Paperwhite, you probably just wanted to do it to read and not go on Goodreads anyway. So I think you'll be all right. The other main thing that I absolutely want nothing to do with is Kindle's recommended pages. Because originally I'm like, oh, it's pretty cool. Like it knew I just read like a Brandon Sanderson book, so it's recommending me Brandon Sanderson like novellas and stuff like that. But as I continuously ignore them, because I'm just getting them off Libby, it just starts recommending me more and more prime reading drovel. Like it's absolute garbage. Like it's stuff that's authors you've never heard of with like the most generic titles, because it's like they're free. It's Amazon's free catalog, so it's all their little robots they get to type things, or like the indie authors who they gave like the worst year in the world to. They're not actually books that I've ever heard of, and like maybe it's like ignorant of me to want to check them out. But it's just a lot of stuff that you could tell it's just Amazon just trying to push their own content, push their own books to like maximize their own profits. Because it's not like I'm signed up for Prime. I don't know. Does Prime Reading even come with a Prime account? Like, I'm not even sure how that works, but it's just like Prime Reading. When originally I felt it was more like, oh, you read this author? Here's more books by that author, or more authors similar to that author. It's just Prime stuff, which makes me feel like, listen, I know I got an Amazon Kindle, right? I'm already up Amazon's butt with a Kindle to begin with, but like just recommending me like Prime Reading books, like it's like exclusive books just for Prime Reading. It's like, I already bought your product. Don't shove it down my throat. And it makes me not want to give these books a chance, which is a shame for those authors, if their book is actually good, because it's just my refusal to succumb 100% to Amazon's marketing. I'm only succumbed to 95% because I've obviously bought the Kindle and I use it to shop too. So yeah, that's my own problem though. Other than that though, I'm still really enjoying my experience. Manga reading is very good. The only problem with manga reading is like there's sometimes the pages, there will be like 2 pages, like one artwork. So if you're like had a physical copy, you could open it big. And even on like my Kindle Fire, I could turn it sideways and it would show me the whole image. There is no screen turning capability for mangas, so you can't see like the full image. You just have to see it in halves. That's just the way that is. But other than that, the images look crisp, and I still like reading mangas on it. And obviously the book experience is fantastic, and I love it. And the lighting, like I said in the first review, is still amazing, still really easy on your eyes. I could read it going to sleep. It's not going to keep me up for the rest of the night. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. The other final thing that I don't use is Bluetooth. I tried to use Bluetooth once, like a month ago, and it just wouldn't connect. So I got really frustrated. I'm not going to dwell on that because I really didn't put that much effort into connecting Bluetooth headphones to it, because I don't think I want to listen to Audible on a 1 frame per second device to begin with, and I'd rather just have it on my phone. But I just tried it once and it didn't work. As an anecdote, take that what you will. You budding scientist, make sure you do the scientific method to figure that one out. Just saying. Just want to throw that out there before the end. So that's my 3-month review. I probably won't do any more of these. Even though my first one got a pretty good amount of views, and I probably could make this like, oh, 6 months in, 9 months in, 1 year in. Come on, let's not milk it. I only made this video because I thought I had more stuff to add. And I don't even know if I did that. But if you'd like to I'm reading books on the Kindle nonstop. If you like Kindle adjacent things like books, subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it. If I taught you something new, if I inspired you, if I made you fearful, I don't know why I would have done that. Maybe because I get too close to the camera? I don't know. But be sure to like and subscribe. It helps a lot. And you know what? It's satisfying when you hit the button and it goes ding. I don't even know if it makes that noise. I keep my phone on mute all the time. I talked way too long.